oracles. What's going on here? Why are these... Oh, I was gonna say, why are these like... What is going on? Okay. Spirit, oracle, what's going on? Fate, guidance. Some of you are divinely guided and don't know. You don't know what divine guidance looks like because it might feel very chaotic. You're being asked to express gratitude. You're being asked to express blind gratitude in a way where you don't see what's coming forth for you. And it's because you're not supposed to see it because it's protected. You'll see it when you get there. Okay, literally. Just continue to accept the guidance. You will see it when you get there. Here, there's something very significant about going through some type of personal setbacks. Whatever is being disguised as a setback, it's actually divine guidance. Because slowing down is maturity. And it's also, it allows for missed opportunities to generate on a different timeline. Anything else up here? Somebody needs to get out of this stubborn energy. Somebody is stubborn to accepting help. Well, how are you going to get some help if you're being stubborn? You done kicked yourself out of the club. The Queen, determination and sacrifice. Somebody is an earth sign, a earth sign, a water sign, a fire sign. So somebody is disguising their determination. Oh, somebody's disguising their stubbornness as determination. Okay. Ooh, this is turning into something else. I see this, spirit. What? Somebody is turning their... It's not real stubbornness. I feel like somebody is doing this to try to stay on your toes. Okay? They want to stay on your toes. Why this don't sound right to me? This person is not, whoever this person is, they don't care about nothing. They just, they want you around because you are the help. Oh, Jesus Christ. They want you around because you're the help. They're not finna pay you for nothing. You probably feel like you're being paid. Whatever it is, if it's a nice gesture or they might treat you out sometimes or whatever's going on. No, this person is literally strictly using you for your fucking energy. Jeez, oh Pete. Yeah, they don't have no type of empathy for you. And also here too, this person is confrontational. So if you try to put the truth out to them, or if you try to have some type of open-minded conversation, or, if you've tried to, kind of air out the floor, for there to be balance, nope, not with them. They're very confrontational on purpose because it's as though they want to wear your growth. If you are growing in front of this person or around this person and you've been feeling like you haven't been growing, or maybe this person is the fucking setback. For real. Being around this person is the setback. Wow. Being around this person is the setback. This person needs your help though. And they got some type of regrets here too. They hope you don't know that. This is the third eye. They hope you don't know that shit. Somebody is very deceptive. They got snakes in their grass. It ain't got nothing to do with evolving. This person is a snake. This person is a snake. They are going to, if this is something where you continuously gave somebody the benefit of the doubt and they continue to show their true colors, they are there to push you to evolve, like to literally push you through the betrayal for you to finally let them go. because it's like they ain't gonna never act right, they ain't gonna get right, they can't get right. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why they can't get right is because it's kind of destined for them. It's like it's destined for them to be who they are and in the position that they're in. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you was trying to just be nice and stuff like that because you was thinking they was going to evolve with you, or, you know, you was like sharing, you know, tidbits and stuff because you thinking, you know, just as a light generator, you love to speak life into people, or you're just so willing to, you know, put other people on a pedestal, okay? This person is predestined to be who they are, okay? And that's where the stubbornness is. Like, you're not gonna push this person to heal. You're not supposed to. You can't, and it's not within your destiny. Like, if you are on a spiritual path or something, or you're divine and you're connected with source, this person is almost obsessed with you because of that very reason, but it's like they can't get none. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like they can't get none. It's kind of like window shopping. You know what I'm saying? You're the antique, okay? And they just can't afford. They can't afford you energetically. You know, so it's like, okay? And there's something about receiving some type of news on a collaboration here. You could be receiving information about a collaboration, a contract even. Somebody could be getting a contract returned to them, or it could be you returning a contract back to someone. It was it was disguised as like some type of help, but it wasn't. And there's something about, yeah, this could have something to do with a family member too. There could be a family member. There could be something about a contract and a family member with a contract, or a family member coming to deliver news about something. That person, or this person here, they were never going to reciprocate or help you. They can't get none. This family member, their pride is in the way. Okay? Their pride is in the way. Somebody is having some sort of longing. You could even be longing to move on to the next phase in life. Okay? Like, you're like, man, fuck this shit. What the fuck? I ain't signed up for this. Excuse me? I will be seeing my way out. Thank you. Somebody is trying to apologize. That's what they're having regrets about. They're trying to... what? So the way that somebody wanted to apologize was through a certain gesture here. This is like some on again, off again stuff. It's like a switch. But and that's kind of what the apology, it don't even feel like an apology no more. Damn, spirit. Okay, spirit ain't playing. It wasn't no damn apology. It was just this person was putting up a facade. They expected for you to just be there being the blind help. Okay, but it don't matter, because I feel like this is somebody that has tried to hold you back purposely, especially if it do got something to do with some type of contracts or collaborating here. This feels like a role that you have played, either in a family structure, in your own structure, or somebody trying to either bully someone out of a structure, or even bully you out of your economic status or something, of like who you are in your ranking even. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you've been ordained as high priestess, or, you know, higher up figure by your ancestors or something, it's like these people keep on, you know, they don't give a fuck about that. Like, you know, oh well, and that ain't even, that's why your ass ain't getting shit. What the fuck you mean? You know what I'm saying? So it's like these people look at your ranking as an expectation, like, oh yeah, you know, you're highly spiritual and you got your calling and stuff, you and your spiritual journey, I still expect for you to be who you're supposed to be to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you a high priestess, but you still my daughter. You a high priestess, but you still my sister. You a high priestess, but you still my cousin. You a high priestess, but that and that don't mean nothing, and all this and that. Don't try to act like you better than anybody, and don't be trying to act like that this and that. That stuff, you sitting up letting that stuff blow your head up, and it ain't even honey, what? Okay. So it's like they trying to create these responsibilities and pass them off as divine missions, and that's what you have been trying to figure out. Baby, what? Oh, that's what the fuck you've been trying to figure out? If the stuff that people have been trying to hold you back to make you do and to make you collaborate with and to make you succumb to is part of your journey, it's not. It's not. It never was. Doing favors for people. The high priestess don't do favors for people. It's not a favor. Yeah, that's the no, that's not part of the ranking, honey. It's not. And why is it not part of the ranking? Because those are the very people that are trying to stop you from making decisions for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a crime for you to care about the quality of your life and to do what you want to do and to plan and to grow and evolve and develop all this abundance for yourself and all. How the fuck is you gonna do that if you keep doing favors for people? So it's this this and that. You spiritual, you up in your ranking and stuff, but you still got responsibilities. No, those are your responsibilities. Take your responsibilities and go do what the fuck you supposed to do with them. You know what I'm saying? That's where that's at here. So if this is a confirmation message, you are a high priestess or a high priest, or you're in your spiritual journey and your spiritual ranking. You walk around with your spiritual ranking. Your duties don't have anything to do with constantly giving favors to people. Okay? Especially if they're not giving you nothing in return. They're literally holding you back. Okay? Because if you feel wrong for expanding yourself, that's how you know. Oh, so you can't do nothing to expand yourself and create abundance, but you can do all these favors for people? That don't even make sense. Oh, so you can't connect with your guides and your ancestors and stuff, but you could keep going to these dysfunctional family meetings, and you could keep, being the person to always extend your hand, Yeah, no. Spirit wants you to put up your protection. Protect yourself and stay balanced. Because that's not part of the journey. It's always that right there. It's always family. It's always family thinking that they are going to tell you what your spiritual rank is. And that is why you have a spiritual rank. Because it don't have nothing to do with being held back traditionally. Okay? So let's go. Ooh. What is this? Yeah. It's time for you to walk away. Walk away from that stuff. Start saying no. Yeah, it's going to create upheaval. Yeah, people gonna be getting weird and all that stuff, but it's because you're finally standing up for yourself and knowing what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying? And that's on rebellion, honey. We got the witch up here. That's on that rebellion. That is wild stuff. Yep, overcoming slights. Choose yourself, okay? Choose yourself. You are the guidance. You're the guidance of your own journey. These people on the outside of you don't have nothing to offer. That's why it's off limits for them. So it don't matter how much you're around and stuff. You keep going to visit them and whatever going on. But if they're looking for a handout, you know what I'm saying? You can't give it to them. You can't give it to them. Because that's not really what what the purpose is of everything for you and your destiny here. Your destiny is the opposite. You're supposed to walk away from that stuff. And it ain't that you hate nobody and you want to disown nobody and this and that. It's because God has you in a position that requires your full attention. In gratitude, Ashe. Period, baby. Period. The air with the diviner, honey. Wow. The pathless, difficult decisions, and lack of direction. The running away from problems. The cage is open for you to leave. The cage is open for you to go. And if somebody has been trying to stay because they have been trying to cut down on a confrontation here, okay, the more you stay, or the more you participate, or the more that stuff kind of, the worse things are going to get around you, and it's going to create a lot of uncomfortability, because it's going to be like this thing where you're not doing anything wrong to nobody, but things are starting to collapse and things are forming dysfunctions and stuff, and you're going to feel guilty because you're around, but you cannot physically help them. You know what I'm saying? Like you that's not what God intends for you to do. You know what I'm saying? And this is so different, because this kind of reminds me of that thing where when a family member gets rich, they take care of everybody, When a family member gets rich, they take care of everybody just because they love everybody, and they've always wanted to see the people that they love happy, and it's like a wish come true. Like, dang, like, I'm going to take care of my family. I'm going to always make sure nobody goes without. If I got it, we got it. But spiritually, that's not what this is. It can't be a if I got it, we got it. It's this thing that you are unraveling by confronting these hidden secrets and, walking in your truth about who you are and what's taking place for you, and how God is allowing for you to be divine as you are. So it's like all these people trying to help you make up your pathway, and that's not their job, because when you're really connected to spirit is your parents, spirit is your family, and spirit is going to allow for you to attract all the people, places, things, and opportunities that help you evolve in your journey. Your family is not going to help you evolve. They're going to expect for you to stay the same, and they're going to expect for you to stay behind, because they want for you to get with the program of what's already going on, because they are holding on to a lot in the physical material realm. Okay. So yeah, deep stuff. Okay. Deep stuff. Yeah, hun. Hi, hun. Welcome into the live. Yeah. And I feel like this is a lot of spiritual highly ranked people are coming to this realization, because there's no doubt about being homesick, where you're like, my family is not perfect and stuff, but this is where I'd rather be and whatever else. But it's like, when you have that true understanding, you can't keep suppressing your ability to want to expand. You can't keep suppressing it, because it's going to put you in a spiritual depression. Okay? Because every time you try to participate or do something that you think is going to fulfill you internally or soulfully, you're still going to feel like you're going without, or you're going to feel like you're missing stuff, because what you need to fulfill is within spirit. You know what I'm saying? Especially if a lot of these people that be around is the ones that create a lot of the drama, the pain, the chaos, and the betrayal. Yeah, the High Priestess is about truth and unraveling convictions. The High Priestess is not finna sit up there and gatekeep no rah-rah, and you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the Waker. Yep. That third eye is pierced open, baby. We are here, and we are aware. We are sound and everything. Yep. Crazy stuff. Yep. Inheritance correction. Spiritual assassin you are. Rediscovering your truth and taking control of your own power and authority. Leading with legacy. Okay? And being generous with your creativity. What is this one? Yeah, being generous with your creativity and pairing with the divine. You thrive to be in the spotlight. You thrive to be within the flow of the divine. You thrive to be embraced by people that really connect with you soulfully. Okay? So it's not a loss, it's a risk. The risk is stay where you are and continue to face burnout. Okay? Or take that leap of faith with the divine. You experience burnout because you're around the crumbled patriarchy. The crumbled patriarchy, honey. You're around the crumbled patriarchy. That's the collapse of all civilizations and empires. Oh, what's this say? Yep. Yeah, heavy on this collaboration, delivering news stuff. Goodness. Okay. That's all right, huh? And with every tear that is washed away is an ancestor that is gaining its strength back. So prune your wings and fly, okay? Get them wings done flapping, okay? Let's see what else is going on up here. Yeah, overcoming slights, missed opportunities. What if you feel like you have like missed opportunities here? I feel like it's not missed opportunities. It's just you know where you could be, where you rather be, and where you're supposed to be. And that's what you are missing. You're missing. Ooh, that's confirmation. You are missing connecting with your higher purpose, but it's not a missed opportunity. You can't be chosen for something and then, randomly you're not chosen no more. It's going to waver over your existence until you take the confidence to really embrace what it is that you're supposed to be doing. Okay? Whoever has a business plan or something, I call all my energy back. I call all my energy back. I close off any portals to any entities, energies, or demonic plagues that are trying to pull my energy back. You are not welcome in my aura. I cast you and banish you away. Ashe. So there's a transition going on here around somebody's business. Around somebody's business. So the Spirit literally said, whatever you done told people or whatever is going on, because I feel like this is something where you feel like all your business be on the forefront because everybody is so attached to you anyways, okay? So you possibly, because you're so pure and you have good intentions, you're just an open book. You know what I'm saying? It's good to be an open book. It's okay, if you feel judged or misunderstood, but being an open book is kind of like a policy that you would naturally develop when you're tired of people attacking you or even just trying to be weird and shady and stuff like that. The open door policy is closed now. Okay? So whatever was put out there about you, against you, or being used against you, it does not exist. Okay? And I feel like maybe that was a thing for you to take on the challenge of personal development. You know what I'm saying? Personal development. Like when things get hard or when there's a lot of adversity against you, you just want to sit in that stillness and absorb it all because it's only going to make you stronger, okay? What doesn't kill you make you stronger. But the open door policy is closed. People cannot they cannot get amused or get a jump shot off of the information that you spill out. You know what I'm saying? Because this is a thing where it's like a humiliation ritual. You always got to be the one that's people getting jokes off of, or you always got to be the one that people can just mishandle, and because you're so damn strong and intuitive, you just laugh it off, or you just, you know, continue about whatever it is that's going on. No more of that. That ain't even, that's blatant disrespect. And it's crazy that you've had to even develop a lot of inner strength. You know what I'm saying? A lot of inner strength. Just because, you know, people are, you know, just ignorant like that, okay? But you don't have to, you don't have to be in that position no more, okay? These people, whatever they were projecting, you might start seeing them going through the stuff that they projected, okay? And it's not your, it ain't your job. So it ain't your job to try to resonate with people's darkness. You know what I'm saying? And it's because you're connected to spirit, okay? You are made to evolve and transmute and alchemize and ascend and grow, and, you know, you're made to actually, you know, generate light for real, okay? You're made to generate light. So it's like, yeah, the trauma bonding, those trauma bonds are coming to an end. You might be seeing that too. And don't think you did it just because you participated in conversations or events or anything of that nature. That stuff been there. You were being nice, pretty much. Spirit don't want you to be nice no more. Spirit closed the door like, see, this is getting out of hand. This is getting too out of hand. What is going on, honey? These people is out here tripping. What is y'all doing? Wow. What is this? Yep. Okay. And these people don't want for you to walk away here because they love that you are the middleman. Okay? They love that you are the middleman. So, and that's what they have been using to try to trick you out of your spiritual journey here. So that you won't walk away. No, don't leave, don't walk away, don't leave, don't walk away, blah, blah, this and that, whatever. You have to walk away. Why are people taking your evolution so personal? There's an uncrossing going on here. Ooh, an uncrossing is a rounds for a new beginning and a lot of balance. Uncrossing your inheritance. When you have people that are constantly trying to force you to stay in a spot that they are comfortable with manipulating you into, you're going to kind of create a ripple effect, you know? There's a slingshot forward from something that you have been planning the entire time. Heavy on this fire sign energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Earth sign energy, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. Yeah, something that was planned. You possibly journaled it. You possibly have been journaling. Whatever it was that you were writing down or whatever the fuck was going on, that shit literally finna start coming to life. Literally. That stuff is about to start coming to life. Personification, honey. That stuff is about to start manifesting. Wow. So your journey is unknown, even if it feels like everybody is up in your business. Your journey is unknown. That's why Spirit had closed the door on that open, you know, kind of that open table thing of just, you know. That's what it truly means to be a high priestess. You're a mystic. How the fuck you gonna be a mystic if you got everybody hanging off your coochie hairs? You know. Goodness. Yeah, there's something so significant about planning ahead. Something that was already planned. Something, it's alignment. That's what it is. It's alignment. The twins, yep, it's alignment. There's something about Yeah, hiding your true self. Hiding your true self projection. There's a twin flame journey. There's a hidden twin flame journey. Ooh, honey. Possibly a masculine energy. Masculine energy, you don't know about this person. This person is a twin, like a higher level lover, a soulmate. It's the same thing. A twin, soulmate, lover, they all the same thing. Okay? Okay, collective. This person was projecting their own fear. If somebody have been dealing with family members, or a family member hovering over somebody's love life because they want to put up a case that you need to learn a lesson. You've had past experiences with relationships that weren't good. Stop trying to chase love. That's what God is trying to show you. That's not even accurate, honey. It's not accurate. And sometimes you may want to make it fit, and that's why you think this twin flame is not who you supposed to be, because you want to fit the bill of like being the lesson learner, or just being the one that is allowing for life to school you. Being in your ranking is not about always being humbled. Going back and forth in between teacher student is going to catapult a lot of growth. But it's not a low blow, and it's definitely not something where other people can just tell you, sit down, shut up, and pay attention. You know what I'm saying? So this twin flame journey here, baby, this is some shit. This twin flame journey here don't have anything to do with the past. What took place is probably past remembrances of calling your power back from, past situations that you've learned from. Okay? You and this person, you and this person right now are so aligned. And because I feel like whatever was going on in the darkness when y'all were, kind of trying to figure each other out, I feel like that stuff is either surpassed, or you just feel a lot more quietness within the connection here. But both of you guys are now aware of what y'all want to do, how y'all want to grow, where y'all want to create, what it is y'all want to create. And very heavy on this house structure shit, okay? Like, y'all are creating something from the ground up here. This person, it was hard as fuck because this person felt sleep. You felt like you were surrounded by a lot of supernatural things, and you like, man, I just want my person to like come the fuck on. Like, I feel alone. Shit is getting depressing. It's crazy. Like, come on now, shit. But no, this person literally was going through the same shit. It's just, maybe for you, your self-awareness always hurts you because the truth be right in your face and you don't deflect it. Maybe that person was trying to deflect the truth because they couldn't believe, what it was that spirit was trying to show them about, they was going through the same exact shit. And you want to know something here too? Yeah, wow. You want to know something here too? This person, you and this person both was going through karmic stuff where y'all had people trying to frame y'all. Y'all had karmics and exes and stuff like that, trying to make something look like what it wasn't. Trying to stop y'all, hold y'all back from each other and stuff because people just all up in y'all business thinking that y'all so wrong for, the human experience and relationships and stuff like that. No, These people was literally on the outside of the club hating. And that's what the fuck they've been doing, and that's what they're gonna keep doing. And I feel like, okay, divine feminine rising. Divine feminine energy. This person, it's kind of like this person was waiting for a certain part of their life to take place in order for all that dark karmic energy to come off of them. Okay? Like they were waiting for somebody like you, somebody that's bold, resilient, to kind of allow for them to step into the light. You know what I'm saying? Because if they tried to build with somebody else in the past or whatever, and they had those past experiences and went through those lessons and stuff, it was like this person was feeling like, the only way that I'm gonna know that I am placing my feet in the correct place is if I know that somebody is gonna come into my life and literally make me feel okay about being in the light. Because you got people that want to guilt trip you into the darkness of whatever happened in the past. Yeah, divine timing is at play. Wow. Selfishness. Yeah, these karmics is selfish as hell. Trying to steal out of y'all destiny together. So to kind of cast y'all in a shadow, to make y'all feel like y'all need to learn these lessons on love and learn these karmic lessons. Stop trying to find love on the outside of you, stuff like that. Maybe you heard that before, or you heard people being like, no, I think you're just trying to run away from your problems. But no, y'all have a real destiny together. And that's what these karmics was sitting up trying to steal out of y'all future together. Selfish. Literally selfish. And for some of you, these karmics, they're not family members. They could have been family members though, but for some of you, these karmics were also like co-workers, friends, people you went to school with. It probably was a issue here, like on social media. Everybody that's kind of seeing you unravel your truth and be in your higher calling. Confirmation. Okay, these people started trying to inch in to back you up in the corner about who you are, what you doing, who is these people that you're attracting in your life, and you said you spiritual, you got a high ranking and all this other stuff. And no, I don't think that's what that is. I think motherfuckers just, in denial. Nah, honey, all that was projection. Competing and shit. Competing with what? Competing with the past, competing with their own past, but trying to make it out like they up against you and you need to just dim your light and go get backed up in the corner. Said who? You gotta be out your rabbit ass mind. That's delusion at its motherfucking finest. Right. A lot of people in y'all ears and different angles and stuff, thinking that y'all don't know what the fuck going on. Ooh, this person, they had their heart closed off here. And it probably made you, that shit is wild. That shit probably made you feel like your entire fucking journey was a lie. Because you're like, okay, well shit. I know you ain't just coming to my life to try to play me to the motherfucking left. The apology is just to move forward, because all those disagreements had a lot to do with closing off that dark energy and coming out of those misaligned trying times. That's the apology right there. Make up and move on together. Because that's that interpretation of letting the outside world fuck up your love life and your structure. If you keep listening to the outside noise, y'all gonna let that chaos into y'all home. and y'all are going to have issues and imbalances, and y'all are going to break up and stuff. And you possibly went through that in the past before. A lot of outside noise, a lot of family members and stuff trying to break you and your connection apart and stuff. And then when it happened, you felt like a failure or a piece of shit. You know what I'm saying? And it was like because you couldn't do nothing about it, because it was like you just saw the other person fall for the bait. And you like, well, shit, am I wrong for believing that true love exists? Am I wrong for believing that we have the right to sort out our differences and learn to become stronger and learn what unity really is? Like, am I really fucking wrong for that? Like, but no, you just had to let people choose the side they wanted to be on, because spiritually, they just weren't your kin. If you building a soul tribe or, kind of in a place where you are embraced, your partner gotta be evenly yoked with that too. That's your higher level love partner. Y'all only gonna help each other get better. So that's kind of what was going on here. Ooh, man. First comes destruction, then comes creation. Create something new out of the ash and rubble. Have a nice prize for yourself. So yeah, this is a total inheritance correction. This is crazy stuff. Your partner is going to accept help from you, or they have been accepting help from you, like little things here and there, possibly because they're still trying to make sense of it all. Like, they know, they believe in it, of course they believe in it, because they wouldn't be evenly yoked with you. But it's like a thing where they're trying to make sure, like, how scary it can be to rely solely on your intuition or your right mind, you know what I'm saying, after trusting so many people to lead you correctly, and all they've done correct things to do, and so yeah, when your mind plays tricks on you, is because you let the enemy in too much. You let people kind of manifest out of your subconscious fears. Yep, here we go. That's what that person was battling with. Probably overindulgence, even overindulging in misalignment and not knowing that it was misaligned, because they refused to use their discernment, because they thought their discernment had everything to do with looking for outer validation of people telling them what to do or helping them with stuff that ultimately turned into betrayals. Your partner is learning what it is to be a chosen one. For real, y'all are both chosen ones. So that's kind of what makes up the dynamic here of the new ancestral lineage. Y'all are chosen ones together, okay? Wow. Baby, the rise of the fucking black sheep. This person thought they had to protect themselves from you. Whole time they needed to protect themselves from the negativity and stuff. And protect yourself from the negativity and kind of form harmony with one another, okay? Wow. Cause and effect. This person is learning cause and effect. Karma. They possibly was going through karma in y'all separation, going through karma, because God said what the fuck God said. Turn your head, face forward, and focus on the future, honey. Ain't nothing going on with backslide into all that misalignment and stuff. So that person probably was going through karma for a little bit, because they kept trying to breathe life into old timelines that God just done shut down. It's like, I already fucking saved you. Do you want to fucking go back and die again, motherfucker? Like, what is going on? This person was tripping, honey. They ain't tripping no more. They're not tripping no more. They get it now. They really was just looking for answers, and also they really were intending on making sure that they had the right mind and the right heart, even though it could have looked like something completely different. Like, that shit really could have been, baby, that shit could have raised your blood pressure. Like, what the fuck? I know you motherfucking lying, but no. Goodness, this person needed to pour more self-love into themselves, like you have been doing. And it ain't that you've been showing them how to do it. It's just you've been reflecting to them where they are when it comes to, you know, having their mind and heart in the right places. So yeah. Is it always like that? Like when you feel like you're losing things as cycles are being closed out and as the scales are being balanced, if you feel like you're losing things, you try to chase after it because you think that's the only thing that's ever gonna be there. But you have to let go in order to receive. Okay, so this person may want to completely like this person, I feel like this person literally wants to act as though you know, none of that stuff ever existed, because it helps them keep their chaos at a minimum, because they may still feel guilty a bit because they now see that rejecting you was their own mistake. You know what I'm saying? It was a mistake because they did think that the people they already had around them had their best interests, and they were just looking at you like, yeah, you know, wishful thinking or whatever, you know, let's just pass the time by. But no, spirit is like, because they thought of a way of choosing themselves meant, you know how people be. Oh, I'm choosing myself. You know, I'm in this position where I am everybody's savior. You know, I take care of my family. I do right by people. I'm very responsible. I'm reliable, this and that. But when God is looking at you like, okay, so when are you going to be done being a slave to the sleep? And when are you going to go after your own desires? And when are you going to have something for yourself? And when are you going to stop pulling the fabric off your own back to bear for people that would not do the same for you? When? That's all they was going through. You forgot most of it, I bet. I bet. I've been picking up on that a lot too. This first met energy. When we first met, yeah, that's the tower. When twin flames meet, oh man, ooh, the tower. When twin flames first meet, all hell breaks loose. Inheritance correction it is, honey. There's lots of growth and opportunity here. Pay attention. Don't let your pride get in the way. And whatever you were planning with this person, y'all totally are. Yep. Oh yeah, see? Ooh. This person regrets not stepping up sooner. But what matters is that they finally came around. You know what I'm saying? But they do regret not stepping up sooner. And they do regret not seeing things clearly a lot sooner. Especially if you had been the angel trying to, you know, kind of forewarn them, you know. It seemed like people, trying to warn somebody about deception is like pouring salt on an open wound, honey. Ooh-wee. But yeah, they regret not taking action sooner. They regret kind of roaming off and wandering into other people's interests over you, and you know, because they're realizing that they were doing that against their own evolution and stuff like that. Because it's like they had to sit and realize that these people never wanted to help them grow. They liked for this person to be in that position of always being the giver, and always being the noble one that shows up all the time. And they were in denial that was putting their ass in burnout. So yeah, like I said, y'all been going through the same shit, that burnout energy. Yeah, you have a choice. You either stay in burnout or take that risk and take that leap of faith. So yeah, that's what this person's over there doing. And yeah, for you, same exact thing. Yep. Ain't that something? Two halves equal a whole. Woo. Yeah, ooh. So Spirit is restoring the order of y'all's connection here. Y'all are being vulnerable with each other and kind of, you know, working through it. Because, yeah. Wow. This feels like a spiritual marriage. Like, not a binding contract or a love spell. It feels like a real spiritual marriage. Like, it feels like y'all are the complements of each other, you know? And that is something for y'all to discover. So if there's still parts where y'all feel like, you know, like, I don't really know you that well, or I feel like there's still, you know, deeper things for us to discover together. Oh, those things will be discovered together. Y'all just have to be together to discover those things together, because it's going to be for the union. So, yeah. Stronger together, weaker apart. That's all y'all was going through. Confirmation. Oh, and this person was okay, Spirit, just what's going on here is this person is making it up to you by filling in those lost opportunities, which means, say for example, they started acting shady, they started standing you up, they started ignoring your calls, they started not keeping their promises to you because they were off entertaining the misalignment. This person is gonna make it up to you by revamping those opportunities. So if things seem familiar, or if you find yourself in this deja vu moment where you're like, wait, we were gonna do that before and it never happened, and then all of a sudden it's happening. Yeah, that's them intentionally showing you that you know, like they take everything serious and stuff. And you know, if you feel flustered, because I know that's something where, like, you know, where you're like, motherfucker, I was trying to do that with you already and you weren't even. Just receive it, okay? Just receive it. Because for them, they feel like that's what's gonna help them get out of their guilty conscience for mistreating you or misjudging you in the first place. And it's like this person wasn't understanding why they were so connected to you, but when they're away, you know, like when they're away from you, they wanted to try to make it out like you weren't nobody that important, but they just couldn't understand why they kept being drawn to you. Because y'all have a purpose together. So they were more so stuck in the material realm, you know, kind of just being like, oh, no, that ain't, but you can't have one foot in and one foot out. And I feel like that's also what this person was going through here. They had one foot in, one foot out. So they liked the idea of having you as a distant friend and stuff like that. But, you know, they wanted to kind of handle their life in a way that seemed to be set up for them, where, you know, they're not trying to face no issues because they trying to step outside of the norm, you know. But that's exactly what Spirit calls for you to do. Embrace the unknown. How else are you gonna grow if you don't embrace the unknown? So you couldn't just be no distant friend. You wasn't no friend anyways in the first place. You wasn't no friend. You was love at first sight. And people don't believe in love at first sight until they see you and your love at first sight, okay? When you're at a high vibration, people fall in love with you. So it's like they can't just put you in a certain position and expect for you to stay there. They're literally going to double back and be like, hold on, because I can't let you slip up out of my motherfucking fingers. Who are you and what you got going on? Bring that ass over here, honey. And that's kind of what this person did, because they're like, wait, I did request to align with so and such in my life. Is this person where that destination at? Yes, this person is that destination of whatever you're trying to get to. Don't judge a book by its cover so fast because you too busy trying to be stuck in the material realm. So this person is also very wealthy. Okay? If you guys are wealthy, like well off right now, when y'all get together, your wealth is going to literally skyrocket. Y'all are going to have the material realm overflowing with a lot of shit, okay? And that's kind of what this person was thinking, that they were complete with themselves. I got everything I need, blah blah blah, this and that. If I go fuck around with her, it'll just be for fun, it'll just be for this. You don't got everything you need. No, you don't. So yeah, they haven't forgotten the times that they mishandled you. So that's what they're working on now, making it up to you. Yeah, because you can't act like you don't know when you intentionally do something. And also, too, they're doing it to make sure that you don't change your mind. Because if you change your mind and decide you don't want to proceed with the destiny with them, you're still going to be in your spiritual calling. And kind of the same thing, them exes and stuff, you decided to move on and you left them people out in the cold and still proceeded forward. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of, you can decide that you don't want to have this with this person, but they can't decide that on you. And that's kind of what they had to learn. You can't decide to deflect somebody that God has sent you. But if you play with that, God will take it away. Exactly what that is. So, kind of being in his ego and stuff, being too prideful, stuff like that. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Anything else, Spirit? I think we got to the base of everything. So somebody is dealing with a doppelganger that is pathless and hiding behind a mask. She wants to be you so bad. She's taking a lot of risks. Whatever she has been doing here to kind of control a narrative about you, she's been doing it so she can siphon your divinity here, but it's not working. And she's learning about you. So she tried to come up against you, and now she's infatuated with kind of learning about you. You know what I'm saying? Hello, hun. How are you doing? Oh, you're not that late. I've been up here unraveling a lot of these hidden messages here for the High Priestess Collective, because man, the energy was just so tough. I'm like, I cannot skip out on this. This is important information here. We about to go to free questions and kind of get into some new energy in a second. This energy was so heavy. I'm gonna post the video up on YouTube later, so that whoever does miss the collective can see that first part, because that was some stuff, honey. Some stuff. Cooking dinner. Ooh, yeah. Definitely. All right. What else? Yeah. This doppelganger here. Ciao. She ain't nothing. She ain't no empath. She ain't no alchemist. She ain't no nothing in the spirit realm. She ain't nothing in the spirit realm. Spirit, like, hold on, ho. She ain't nothing in the spirit realm. She has a creative blockage, and she was trying to deceive people. She was trying to deceive people about who she is because she's infatuated with the High Priestess. She may have felt like her life can kind of relate to you in a spiritual way, but it just don't add up. It doesn't add up, because it has something to do with what you are naturally chosen for. You know what I'm saying? So people kind of see that she's mimicking or tried to mimic your identity and stuff, and you are already a High Priestess. So it's like she was stuck on one thing. This could have even been a friend turned into a foe. Like all of a sudden y'all ain't cool no more, but you see this bitch on the internet copying your style, mimicking your Akeda and stuff like that, and it's like, really? Wow, crazy stuff. Crazy shit. There's something about a community here. There was a community of people trying to act like they could give two shits less about your existence here. And they wanted to put up a lot of confrontation against you. There's something about day and night. Maybe tomorrow, today, tomorrow, yesterday. Today, tomorrow. Today, tomorrow, yesterday. Literally. Ooh. Divine timing. Today, tomorrow, yesterday. Yesterday, today, tomorrow. Why don't that... What is going on with that? Something is about to change in a matter of day and night. Okay, Spirit, thank you. Something is about to change in a matter of day and night. This feels like a 24 to 72 hour prediction right here. So today is Tuesday. Yeah. Okay. Yesterday, today, tomorrow. She said be right back. Period. Because